Namaste. Hi everyone, my name's Nishant, and I'd like to firstly thank all the organizers for having me be a part of the Digital Nepal Conclave. My team looks after Street View outsourced operations, which is essentially our operations in about 40 countries around the world. And today I'm here to talk about bringing Google Street View to Nepal. Sorry, let me change the slide. Great, can I go back to the slide deck? All right, great. Thank you. So the whole idea here is that I've always admired Nepal as a country, and the intent here is for us to bring the rich cultural heritage as well as the breathtaking landscapes to the users of this country as well as the users around the world so that they can explore Nepal on Google Street View. All right, so let's talk a little bit about how we build our maps and what goes into the whole Google Maps experience and how much, what are all the different sources that we use, right? So of course, we're talking a little bit about Google Street View because that's the product that we're actually launching here today. But when we build a map, we actually look at the world vertically using satellite view, and then we look at it horizontally from the ground using Street View. And that's the collection that we've done over the last couple of years in Nepal, which is actually going live to our users today. Now, in addition to Street View and Satellite View, we also actually look at various sources from authoritative data sources, whether it's government sources or transit agencies. And then we have a really strong local guides community here in Nepal that's actually contributing quite a bit to Google Maps. In fact, they know about changes to the real world much faster than we do. And that really helps us to make sure that we actually have an accurate and updated map. Now, all these images that are actually collected either via satellite or via Street View, we use our AI and ML algorithms to be able to extract information from these and then put those onto our maps. So we talked about AI and artificial intelligence and the role it plays. So when we see a Street View car that's actually passing through Nepal and collecting all the images of a particular street, one always says that a picture actually speaks 1,000 words, right? So you can typically take out things like turn restrictions, street names, bike lanes, etc., or even how many lanes a particular road has in order to build a comprehensive map of the country. And so we actually, in the order of magnitude, extract about 100 million different changes every day from the images that are collected across the world. And this is also going to be implemented in Nepal now that we have Street View imagery. So here are some images of the highways in Nepal where you can actually see, for example, things like the name of the freeway, the turns that are available. So all of this actually is used to capture better information and enhance experience for our users. So talking a little bit about the benefits of this imagery that is coming to Nepal, right? So we, of course, have visual assistance to people. So you can actually go and explore an area before you actually go there. What we say, look before you go, right? And then you can also go and look at basically the mapping and navigation experience changes because we're able to now detect a lot more roads. We're able to basically add a lot more signs, addresses, businesses, points of interest, etc., which will all go live on our maps, right? And that basically allows us to have a more complete experience. Now, this will also empower a lot of the local businesses who may not have earlier been on Google Maps, but now that we've actually driven Street View cars past these areas, we will be able to extract a lot of the points of interest, etc., and make them available on Google Maps. Now, these businesses can use this digital presence in order to basically enhance their businesses. They could actually, like for example, restaurants could get reviews, and then you could have hotels where people who are visiting from abroad can actually go explore an area before they actually go visit that place. And also there are a lot of additions to tourism because you're able to actually go and add these images, preserving the cultural heritage of the country and also allowing users from around the world to see this on Google Street View. So here's some of the examples of the cars that we've used in Nepal to go and capture this imagery. So we've used like a smaller, narrower car as well as a wider car to be able to basically traverse the whole terrain of this country. So these narrower cars are able to actually go and cover a lot of the smaller and the narrower streets, whereas the larger car is used for more of the freeways as well as some of the roads that are more difficult to traverse overall. So we've actually captured imagery from almost 60 cities in Nepal across 7 provinces. These are just some of the examples, like from the dense areas of Kathmandu to the serene lakes of Pokhara. We've actually captured all of that. So starting today, you should be able to go onto Google Maps and basically explore any of these areas using Google Street View. And this will not just allow for a great user experience, but it'll also ensure that we build a more complete and accurate Google map. So here's how you would actually go and explore Street View on a map. So on your computer, you would basically search for the area that you're looking for. In this case, we are actually looking at Pottery Square, but you can look at any area that you're interested in. And then you should be able to see the pegman at the bottom right of your screen, which you can pick up and basically drag to the street that you want to look at. And then it shows you the Google Street View image from there. So on the phone, it's a similar experience. On the phone, you will have the pegman on the right, or if you just go click on the specific road that you want to look at, the Street View image actually appears on the left, and when you click into it, you can actually go explore that whole area after that. So again, inviting users from across the world to go look at some of these really beautiful places that we have in Nepal, right from the birthplace of from Buddha, or you have like some really good temples in Kathmandu as well. All of these areas are now accessible via Google Street View, so users can actually go explore these areas before they visit a place. And with that, I'd like to thank you all and inviting everybody to explore Nepal with Google Street View. Thank you all.